gloss on there, and girl, you ready to go. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Happy freaking new year. It's 2021. I'm so excited for what this year has to offer and anything that I have written down in my journal or like my goals. Like even though we are still like heavy pandemic, I feel like optimistic. Let's do the damn thing, you know what I mean? So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my best of 2020 makeup. These are all the items that I used the most in 2020. These are my favorite holy grail items, and a lot of the items I have on my face right now. I have so many things in front of me, so I'm literally going to jump right in. I wanted to start with, obviously, primer, the base of the skin, obviously. So the first item I wanted to show you guys is this CeraVe lotion. It's for your face. It's to be used as like a moisturizer, and I feel like this has really changed my skin. This is really good to use underneath your makeup. It doesn't clog your pores. It has salicylic acid in it, vitamin D. At night after my toner, I use this in the morning. I use this when I don't wear any makeup, and it really does the job. Now if you're someone with super dry skin, this might not help with like dry patches and stuff, because this is a little bit on the like thinner side. Like it's lightweight, it's not very heavy on the skin, but I really like this, and it doesn't have any fragrance, and it's non-comedogenic, so this is great. It's like $10 at Target. So I want to next jump into setting sprays. I have 3 here that I use the most this past year. The first one is a tried and true. I feel like this is an OG. If you don't use this, or if you haven't used this, I just feel like, where you been? I have my MAC Fix Plus. This is an OG. This is just, it literally does what it says. It's literally Fix Plus. This brings all your makeup, sets all your powders. It just brings everything back together really nicely. Now the only thing I do hate about the Fix Plus, which they've never changed it, is the way it sprays. You have to be, like, there's no way to only spray a little bit of this, so you have to make sure you're fully pumping it, because then you'll get like a more evened like layer of it. The next setting spray I'm talking about is this Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is a game changer. I feel like this is like, I'm literally gonna put it on right now because I feel like this can be used as like a refresher and also as a setting spray. It's just so good. It's so lightweight. When I tell you like mist, there's nothing else right now that's on the market that reminds me of this. I'm literally obsessed with it. I seen a TikTok where the guy, he used this before, like he used this in between his primer and foundation. He used it again after he set everything, and then he used it a 3rd time when he was like completely done with his makeup, and I've been using that exact method, and it's so freaking good. I can definitely tell the difference. The last setting spray that I want to mention is this Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless, I don't know what this is called. Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. When this says literally lasts all night, I literally just discovered this in November, because I remember I discovered the setting powder. Like whenever I mentioned the setting powder, I discovered the setting spray as well, but I didn't pick up the setting spray right away. If I think the Morphe is a game changer, this one, it is locking your makeup in. Like your makeup is not going anywhere with this. And the only thing I will say about it is that once you have this on, this needs to be your last step. Like if there's anything else you have to do for your makeup, do not spray this until you are completely done, because it is going to like, it is going to lock you in, baby, okay? Moving right along, like I said, I don't want to make this video longer than what it needs to be. The next 2 primers I'm going to be talking about are my tried and trues. You guys see these in every single video that I post, whether I'm doing my makeup, if I'm vlogging. I'm pretty sure this came out in 2019, and I feel like I haven't put it down ever since. It is so nice. 1 pump gets your whole entire face, and I've had this for a while, and I'm still not running out of it. This, I feel like these 2 together, no one is coming between you and your makeup, baby. And secondly is my tried and true. This is my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This I feel like everyone talks about. We all know that there's 3 of them, and I love this. Like I only use this particular primer. I use it like right in this area, and it helps so much with my pores. This is my baby. The next category that I'm going to be talking about, you guys know this is my jam. I'm really not an eye makeup girl. I'm complexion all day long. So I have literally 5 foundations in front of me. Don't gag. I use them all, I don't want to say equally, because there's 2 that are like top tier for me right now, and I hate it because I hate when I like expensive things, because then that means that when I run out of it, I have to rebuy it, and like I'm not cheap. I just hate buying expensive things, but whatever. So the first one that I want to show you guys is the drugstore foundation, and it is the L'Oreal Infallible foundation. I have it in the shade, I think it's 465. Or no, 475 is the shade that I use. This is a really good dupe for the NARS Longwear foundation. I really like this. The NARS is a little bit thicker in consistency. This is a little bit more like liquidy, but it's a really good dupe if you needed something that's gonna give you full coverage from the drugstore but still is very breathable. Okay, that wasn't cute. You want something that's gonna be a little bit more breathable but at the same time giving you that full coverage, you're gonna wanna pick this up. This is bomb.com. The only thing that I don't really like about this is the smell, but I'm just weird with scents. The Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation, I have this in the shade 300. And then I also have the Anastasia Luminous Foundation. This also came out in 2019, but it's something that I continued to, both of these I believe came out in 2019, but these are both foundations that I continuously reach for no matter what when I want my skin to look absolutely amazing. So shout out to these two. They both do different things. Like this one's way more hydrating than this one is, but they're both supposed to have like a luminous, dewy glow at the end. So these are great for in the summertime, especially because both of these shades are a little bit dark for me right now. Like I wouldn't, like these I haven't reached for in a couple months because it's winter and I'm pale AF. I have been using these two foundations and I use them combined, and I'm going to explain to you why. I'm wearing the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the shade 6. And then I'm also wearing the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and I have this in the shade Fawn. I just love how these two work together. Now, the Luminous Silk Foundation, this is flawless coverage, flawless finish. The only thing about this is I just feel like this, like right now I have some texture right in this area because I'm breaking out right now, but I do need the coverage from the Double Wear when I use this. Like this is gorgeous on your skin if you have completely flawless skin, you don't have acne, and your life's amazing. But for me, I still need the coverage because I need to cover up like redness and stuff. So these two combined, I just don't know. This is what I meant by when I said they're expensive. So these two combined, I'm wearing $100 on my face. This is literally $64 and this one is like 40 something. So like, love them though. They are amazing together, and these are definitely top two, not two for 2020, okay? I would sample them both first just to see how you feel. Like I said, I personally have to combine them, but each one on its own, still beautiful and definitely my top two recommendations. I feel like you guys are gonna be so surprised that I don't have any high-end concealers in my best of 2020. The only two concealers that I really want to mention, I'm wearing one of them now, not both of them. So first I'm going to mention the one that I'm wearing, which is the ColourPop. This is the Pretty Fresh concealer, and this has hyaluronic acid in it, which is another reason why I'm literally obsessed with it. The next two concealers that I wanted to mention are the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealers, and these are really good as well. These are definitely way more full coverage than the Pretty Fresh is, but the Pretty Fresh just does it for me under the eyes. Usually what I do is I'll go in with the e.l.f. concealer first, I'll blend that out, and then for extra brightness, I will go in with the Pretty Fresh one. But I really just love these both. In a recent haul, I did try the Makeup Forever concealer, but I bought the wrong shade of it. Honorable mention to that concealer because that Makeup Forever concealer really was doing it for me. The only thing was it was just way too like white under my eyes. And when I went to go find my actual shade in it, like I said, they didn't have it. So maybe they'll have it the next time I go, we shall see. I want to actually use that in my next makeup tutorial. I do heavy bronzer, but I still like a cream base for all of my items. On a day-to-day basis, the contour that I use is the LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealers, and I use this one in the shade Chestnut. It's what I have on today. It is my jam. This is my bestie right here. It goes well under any bronzer, and it's just a really good shade as well. This one blends seamlessly no matter what foundation I just showed you. This cream contour is going to blend out with all of them no matter what, whether it's full coverage, hydrating. This is my jam, and I really wish that people would talk about this more because it's so freaking good. The next category we're jumping into is one of my faves. It's up there with the foundation. It's part of complexion. It is a bronzer. Let me take you to the island and get you gold no spray tans. This is like one of my favorite things to put on. Like when I get to my bronzer and my makeup, I'm like, baby, you did that. Okay, so I have two MAC bronzers that I want to mention. I feel like you guys know already. These are some of my like staples in my collection. In the summertime, Dark, the mineralized skin finished. This is the one that I use the most in the summertime. So this is the MAC Give Me Sun, and then this is Dark. Dark is a little bit more on the orangey side, and when you go to the store and you actually buy this, Give Me Sun is actually behind Dark. So Give Me Sun is going to be a little bit deeper than Dark is, but Dark is definitely on the more kind of like orangey side. And it's funny because the one I've been loving, the bronzer that I have on right now, is this Sephora. This is the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder, and this is in the shade Deep, and it's definitely that more orangey tone, and it literally is probably a dupe for this MAC one in Dark. So this is the MAC Dark, and then this is the Sephora Deep bronzer, or the Micro Smooth Skin Finish. So I think that these are both bomb.com. I'm so excited that I discovered this. I think I actually picked this up because Marie J, that I follow on Instagram and YouTube, she mentioned this, and bruh, this is so freaking good. Like, it's part of like the Micro Smooth like flawless finish line, so this doesn't sit on your skin. Like, I can blend this out and pop this right on top. It's literally what I have on right now, and even though I'm breaking out, you can see that this is not clinging to where this is sitting, if that makes sense. So this is a staple now in my collection. I honestly don't think I'm gonna be using any other bronzers. This Sephora one just does it for me, and especially because right now it's like winter time, so I don't wanna look too, like, I still wanna look lively. I still wanna look like I have a little bit of tan going on, you know what I mean? I have one drugstore blush that I wanna mention, and it is the Burt's Bees. This is the shade Cinnamon, Toasted Cinnamon. I really like this bronzer. This is for those days you wanna look a little bit more natural, like skin flushed. This is one of my favorite blushes. So I think I might have just said bronzer, I meant a blush. I wanted to mention this Kylie Cosmetics blush. This is Baddie on the Block, and I really like this one. This is for those days that you just like want to feel like a Barb. A truly pink. Like, this is a real pink blush. These two, I can't pick one or the other. The one that I'm wearing today though is the Patrick Ta. This is the She's Sincere blush, and moment of silence because this blush is my freaking favorite. I have it on right now. I've been doing a little bit different of a technique when I do my makeup, so I have it on and it's like right up here right now. Other blush that I wanted to show you is also this KKW. This is the Flower Wall blush, and I'm pretty sure that this is from her like wedding collection or her bridal collection, whatever it was that launched. And this one is really pretty too. I've shown you guys this in a couple tutorials, and you guys know I always reach for this blush literally all the time. And I just wanted to show you guys how these look as far as like swatch wise next to one another. As you can see, this is a little bit more deeper of a pink, and this is very bridal. These two blushes are just like must-haves in my collection. These two are both top two, not two. Like, these are always going to be in my makeup bag no matter what. I'm probably going to continue to use the both of these throughout all of 2021, because once I like something, it's so hard for me to try something else, and I'm just a creature of habit. Moving along, I do want to mention really quick this eyeshadow palette, because this is probably the only palette that I really have reached for a couple times this year, and especially on a daily basis when I just need something to throw into my like my lids, like I have it on today. And it is the Makeup by Mario palette that just launched. I think this came out like end of October, beginning of November. Love the colorway, and these are just great for people like me who love to just take one of these shades. Like, for example, today I have this one right here, and I just have this shade all over my lid today, like just by itself, and it just looks so good. It gives my eye some depth. I wanted to give a shout out to the Makeup by Mario palette. This is the Master Mattes palette from them. Okay, so where am I? Because now I'm out of order. Okay, so moving on, we are going to talk about setting powders now. I just feel like best of setting powders, I'm always going to mention the Laura Mercier powder. These two are my top two, but I have to say my Anastasia one is my top two, not to pick of like the two setting powders. This one is in the shade Banana. I do tend to reach for the Anastasia one probably 4 times out of 5 versus the Laura Mercier one. Like I said, I'm a creature of habit, and once my makeup comes out in a way that I like love it, I try to stick to that exact routine, because then I know my makeup's gonna come out the same way every time. I wasn't using like a compact powder for a long time. Like, I would just take like a really fluffy brush, and I would take my loose setting powder and just like you know, spread it around my entire face. This really just stays in my bag. I don't take it out. It's one of my favorite things to use, and especially at the end when I'm blending all of my makeup in. It's translucent, you can't see it, and it's lightweight. It is the Flawless, it's the Airbrush Flawless Finish from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is a compact. So the powder in here obviously is not gonna be loose, but this is so good. I can't explain to you guys enough. You can use this to blot, you can use this like literally all the time. Let me grab a brush. If I feel like I'm getting like a little oily, like right now, my nose is a little oily. It's just so, it's so good. So good, so good. Like I said, she pricey, but it's worth it, so worth it. I feel like this video is getting lengthy, so I'm going to try to like make the end of it pretty fast. My tried and true is the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. Amrezy did her thing with this highlighter. She did her thing with the palette, but the highlighter, girl, is the MAC Oh Darling highlighter, and this one is just a little bit more golden than the Amrezy one is. I don't know if you can tell. For eyebrows in 2020, I literally laminated my own eyebrows back in March when we first got put onto like lockdown and everything, and I combed up all my eyebrows, I cut them, and then I kept continuously like just combing them up whenever I was like doing my makeup and everything. So the only thing that I literally have on my brows right now is I have this Got To Be spray, and this keeps my brows up. It keeps them literally, they look laminated basically. Even when I don't do like a full face of makeup, I always use this and my spoolie, comb up my brows, because now when my brows are like flat or when they're just combed over, I'm just like, who are you? Like, I don't even like those brows. And it's funny because my whole entire life I had these thick eyebrows and I hated them my entire life, and then now it's just funny how like trends come back because now everyone wants like fluffy brows and not everybody can achieve them. Sometimes I be seeing people with fluffy brows and I'm just like, baby, you don't have enough eyebrow hair for that, like take it easy. I showed you this picture because I wanted you to see how thick my eyebrows used to be like when I was a little girl, and I'm starting to get back to where they were. I feel like I almost have them back to basically where they were. That's pretty much why I started growing my eyebrows out again, because we were in quarantine. So what was I gonna do? Let my eyebrows be like crazy, or was I just going to adapt? And we adapted, okay? These two I'm mentioning together because this is the only eyeliner that I use and this is the only lash glue that I use. So I wanted to mention the NYX, the Epic Ink eyeliner, and this is just in the shade Black. You guys, my duo glue, but like I said, you guys see these in every single tutorial, so it's nothing new, but I figured that I would pop them in because I don't have like multiple of them. Come on. You want to say hi? Come on, let's say hi to the people. Come on, come here. My little nugget is the best of 2020, aren't you? This is the best papas of 2020, right? Is mama baby? He is so spoiled, y'all. It's insane. Okay, so for lip liners, there's really only two that I need to mention, and it is both from, or they are both from KKW Beauty. It is the Nude 2 and the Nude 2.5 lip liners. These are like great. Like if there was something that was gonna replace any of my MAC lip liners, it's the KKW ones. They are so smooth, they just glide on, they sharpen. I love them, and it's funny because like no shade to Kylie, but they're so different in like consistency from the Kylie ones that these are like game changers, and they're only $12, like cheaper than MAC, okay? $12, and the Nude 2.5 Nude 2 perfect browns. I am wearing the KKW Nude 2, and then I'm also wearing it with this Maybelline gloss. This is supposed to be like a dupe for like Fenty slash KKW glosses as well, like as far as like the packaging is concerned. I have this in the shade 02 Ice. That with the 2.0 of the KKW lip liner, baby. Best lip combo. I have it on right now. It just looks so good. It's 3 KKW lipsticks because these are from her nude collection, and if I'm wearing any lipstick, like aside from like wearing gloss, it's probably one of these three. These three are also like tried and true holy grails. Let me actually like really quick swatch them for you just so you can get an idea of what they look like. This one is the 1.5, this is the 2.5, and this is the 3. And I love them all. Like they look all really, really good on your lips with the combo of the lip liners. Then you throw a gloss on there and girl, you ready to go. The other two fragrances that are making it to my best of 2020 besides my Ariana Grande Heartbreaker one is my Juliet Has a Gun perfume. This one is probably my most asked about fragrance. Like when I wear this, people ask me all day long, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? What are you wearing? And this is the only perfume that I have that's more of like a manly musky scent that actually goes good with my body chemistry, because you guys know any perfume, you can't just put any perfume on and think it's gonna smell good on you, because it doesn't always go with your body's natural chemistry. Okay, so I'm a little bit bitter about this one because the KKW Body 1 was my jam. I took it with me in 2019 to Vegas and my stepbrother accidentally kept it. Whatever. She discontinued it and I ended up getting, this is I think Body 2. So Body 2, it lingers. The reason I love this is because it's one of the only fragrances that I have that actually lingers. Like right now, if I put my jacket on, I wore this yesterday and I can still smell it on my jacket. So this is a must buy. She always has sales on them. So you guys are gonna laugh, but my best, like my last item for my best of 2020 is this Dove deodorant. Like when I sweat, I only sweat under my arms. So it's kind of like annoying. I sweat on my forehead too, but like for the most part, if I'm hot, like I'm hot right now, my underarms, they're already going. Like girls anyways really try to get like deodorant that doesn't have aluminum and stuff in it, but my body chemistry needs the aluminum obviously, because anytime I try like a natural, I know I've tried like the native deodorants from Target and stuff, and like they just don't really do it for me. They don't hold up all day. And this one, not only does it have like a technology that helps to even out your underarm, but this also, it's good for 48 hours. It has vitamin B3 and it's tone restoring antiperspirant. So I just wanted to mention this because this is a newer deodorant, and I was also using the Dove sprays. I really like those as well. I use like the Powder Fresh one and a couple of the other ones. I just wanted to mention this because I know some people like don't do well finding a deodorant that actually works for them, and this one has been working for me, and I do sweat a lot, so TMI, whatever. Oh my goodness, stop. You know what I didn't mention in this whole video? The audacity. I didn't mention my Laneige Sleeping Lip Mask. This is my, okay, best discovery of 2020 was probably this. I'm not even gonna lie. This is life-changing. Like if you used Carmex, Blistex, whatever, and you start using Laneige, you're gonna be bad and bougie, because you're not even gonna go back to ever using the Carmex or whatever it is that you were using before. So that is all I have for you guys for this best of 2020 holy grail items that I used all of last year and obviously into this year as well. So I hope you guys liked this video. I will check you guys out in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I think that's it. Let me know down below if you guys pick up any of these items or if you have some of your own best of 2020. Leave it down below and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.